Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sophie and today I'm going to show you how to recreate Francesca Bridgerton's makeup from Bridgerton. This makeup look turned out so beautiful. If you guys want to see how to recreate this makeup look, then just keep watching. I'm going to first start with the brows. I'm going to use an eyebrow glue just to glue up the brows and make them look really feathery and fluffy like Francesca's eyebrows are. She also has quite an arch, but obviously I don't have as much of an arch as her, but I'm going to try and mimic the arch she has in her eyebrows. I've recently been testing out new lighting for my makeup videos. I currently have like all the surrounding lights off and then just like two brighter lights on me, just like the filming lights, but I'm not sure if this is like a better lighting. I do like how it looks. It definitely makes my skin look a lot more glowy. I'm just going to lightly fill in my eyebrows using this Unleasher brow pencil in the shade number 2 Craft Brown. I'm going to really lightly go through it following my hair strokes. She has like a quite low like front of her brow, so I'm just going to brush the hairs on the front of the brow downwards a little or across. She does have quite long brow tails, so I'm just going to extend mine downwards a little. Next I'm going to go in and prime my face using the La Roche-Posay Cicapace Balm. I really love this moisturizer. It is one of my favorite moisturizers I've ever used. It is so moisturizing and it makes your skin look so glowy. It also really helps to fade any dark spots or any red spots you have on your skin, so I definitely would recommend. I also had a broken capillary on my nose a couple weeks back, and after I started using this, it completely just faded away, so I definitely recommend. Like, if you have a broken skin barrier or dry skin, this is so great. It is on the slightly more pricier side, but it is so worth it. We're going to move on to foundation. I'm going to use the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation in the shade Mont Blanc. It's quite empty because I used it literally so many times. That's how much I love this foundation. I'm just going to take the beauty blender and go in on my skin with this foundation. It is so pretty and glowy and natural, and it is perfect for these kind of looks where you want to have a natural glowy finish. Now we're going to go in with concealer. I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade 12M Fair Neutral. Not all of her face is glowy, some of it is matte, mainly in the middle, so I'm going to focus the more matte finish kind of concealer into the middle of my face. Then we're just going to blend that all out with the beauty blender, and I'm just going to bring some of that concealer up onto the eye to act as a base for our eye makeup. Can we just talk about how pretty the base is looking so far? Like, oh my gosh. This is the glowiest my base has ever looked, and I'm actually like obsessed with it. We're going to move on to contour. I'm going to use the Mecca Max Off Duty Contour Stick in the shade Medium, and I'm just going to take that onto a brush. This is the MAC Flush Angled brush, and I'm just going to go lightly around my face. I'm going to make sure to keep the contour very like blurred out and natural looking. I really want to try out the Charlotte Tilbury contour wand. It looks like a great contour to use on this kind of look where you want it to be very diffused and natural looking and a little bit bronzy in a way. I'm not sure if there is too much nose contour going on, but I'm just going to lightly go along my nose with this contour. I'm going to take this really small angle brush. Francesca obviously has a little bit of a smaller nose than me. Her nose is also kind of pointy, so I'm going to focus on contouring my nose kind of in a downwards V shape to make it look a little more pointier. For the blush, I'm going to use a bit of a peachy colored blush. I'm using the Rare Beauty blush in the shade Hope, and I'm just going to be very light on my cheeks with this. I'm just going to go and put it onto the back of my hand and then go onto my cheeks with it very lightly. I'm going to really focus it right here on the apple of our cheek and just kind of round out our cheek. Bring that up slightly onto the top of our cheekbone and then right on the temples. I cannot tell you guys how obsessed I am with the makeup style. Like, the blush placement is so beautiful, and the glowiness of the skin. Even though it's not the most historically accurate, I still just really am obsessed with the show. I've obviously already watched season 3 and I am obsessed so far. I do feel like the seasons are a little bit copy and paste, but I'm here for it still. I love the show and I could watch it over and over, even though it's kind of similar storylines. I do find the Penelope storyline really interesting. Also Francesca, she is so beautiful. When I saw her makeup makeup look, I was like, oh my gosh, I really want to recreate it, and hopefully I'll be able to make it as accurate as I can. Obviously I don't have all the same products, but I'm trying my best here, and hopefully this will help you guys out with how to recreate it. You just need something kind of similar, but it doesn't have to be the exact same brand. Now we're just going to layer on top a bit of a deeper blush color just right on the front of the cheekbones. If you go a little heavy-handed with the blush, you can just take a beauty blender and blend out around on top of it. Now I'm going to take some of the Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Wand in the shade Spotlight, and I'm just going to apply that to the top of my cheeks to create that really pretty glow. I'm just going to squirt some of that onto my hand, and then I will take a brush and then just apply that onto my cheeks. Then I'm just going to go under my eyes with some powder. I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade 110 Porcelain. I'm just going to lightly go under there, and you can also use it to kind of sculpt out your blush. I'm going to move on to the eyeshadow for the moment, and then we can come back and complete the base at the end. I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Cosmos palette, and I'm going to grab the shade Comet on a fluffy brush, and then we're just going to go all over the lid with it and just really blend that in the outer corner and kind of just layer that until you get the color you'd like. You need the kind of deeper color. Then I'm just going to take a deeper brown shade. I'm using the Roman palette in the 04 Dusty Fog Garden, and I'm just going to grab this dark brown shade right in the corner. It's going to deepen out my outer lid. Then I'm just going to take some of this kind of champagne-y shade from the Morphe 350 Supernatural Glow palette. It's very much gone, but I'm going to try and get some out of it. And then I'm also going to go in with a little bit of these two shades, this kind of pinky and gold, and we're going to go on top of 3/4 of my lid. Now we're going to go in and draw a little eyeliner line just on the end of your lash line with a brown liner. I'm using the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Grip eyeliner, and it's just a brown liner. I'm just going to take some of the darker shade from the Roman Dusty Fog palette, and I'm going to smoke out the liner a little. We want to keep the liner as small as we possibly can. Then we're just going to go on top of the eyebrow bone with some of this highlighter. I'm using the Enlighten highlighter by Rare Beauty. We're going to just take some of that first crease shade, which was the Comet shade from the Anastasia palette, and then just go under our eye with that and line our eye. Then I'm going to take this kind of highlighting shade. It's like a white champagne shade from the Morphe palette, and I'm just going to go in the inner corner of my eye. Next, I'm going to coat my lashes with some mascara. I'm using the MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash Mascara. I've already gone and curled my lashes. Now I'm going to go and apply some half lashes. These are really small, kind of natural looking lashes that I think would be perfect for this look. I'm going to go glue these on off camera, and I will be back to do the rest of the makeup. Okay, now I'm going to line my lips using the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lip liner. I'm just going to very lightly go on my lips, and I'm not going to overline them too much because my lips are a bit bigger than Francesca's. She has a bit more like straight rounded lips, so I'm going to straighten mine out. But if you're doing this just on your own at home and you're not trying to recreate it to look like her lips, then you can just go and line your lips as you normally would. Lastly, I'm going to go in with some of this Charlotte Tilbury gloss in the shade Pillow Talk, and I'm just going to fill in my lips with that. Lastly, I'm just going to go in and set my face with some more powder. I'm going to go around and under the blush. Make sure you don't go over top of it because you want to keep that shininess. And then we're just going to go on the forehead. Just want to really keep everywhere else matte except for mainly the cheeks. Okay, so that is the final makeup look all complete. I'm going to go and recreate her hair, and I will be back with the final look. Okay, so that is the final look all complete. I think this turned out so pretty. I love how glowy it is, and I think that the highlighter and blush combo that I did today just turned out so well. Even though I didn't have the exact same products that were used, it still turned out so pretty, and I am obsessed. I recreated her hair, as you can see. It's kind of fallen out a little because it's been a couple of minutes since I did it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and enjoyed seeing me recreate Francesca Bridgerton's makeup look. If you guys did, then please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. I will have my social medias linked in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!